Hello, colleagues. Today is Monday, November 22nd. I'm absolutely delighted to be here talking a little bit about what I experienced in this past week, but also I have a special guest with me today, and I'm going to come to her in just a moment. And I'm going to tell you why I invited Tessa to join it. If you don't know who Tessa Espinosa is, she is our Executive Vice President of the NSSA, and many of you saw her last month when she joined us for our town hall meeting, and she talked about the student perspective of the Back and Bold campaign. But before I talk about Tess, I want to tell you why I invited her. Last week we had the Scorpion Open House, and I have to tell you, it was absolutely stunning to see our campus full of so many folks here that night. Students, their parents, their children. I actually met some grandparents as well who are here with prospective students learning more. And what I thought was very powerful about that, I got to see our buildings full. I saw people walking around. I actually had left and came back in, and the parking lot was full. And that to me spoke to the vibrancy that happens on a college campus when you have people there, the energy, and people were excited and they wanted to know where they could get certain things. They wanted tours, and you could just feel it was palpable, the energy of being on a college campus. And it made me think about that energy that Tessa demonstrated while she was at our town hall meeting. So thoughtful and so highly engaged around why students are excited about coming back. So I thought I'd invite Tessa to join me for a little bit today and tell me a little bit about why you're excited about the Back and Bold, Tessa. When you hear your colleagues say, and students and even faculty and staff who ask you, why are you ready to come back on campus fully in January? What do you tell them?
What I tell them, I think the most important thing that I always tell everyone, my family, my friends, even people I just meet, is that Nevada State College is honestly like my second home. I feel like I love it here. I love the community. I love the teachers. I love the students. Like every time I have to talk to someone, it's always such a great engagement. And it always makes me so happy when I leave here. I always feel like I want to come back the next day and have the same thing all over again, that experience. And so that's why I feel like every time I think about springtime, I feel like I'm so excited just to see what's gonna happen. I feel like we had so many things happen when COVID was happening, especially during the pandemic. I feel like even then the faculty was just so amazing, even on the screen. So I feel like I'm even more excited now to even see them in person and have that engagement, because I know we had more professors and new ones that I've never seen before on campus. And I actually want to have that one-on-one engagement, because when I have like one-on-ones online, they give me so much passion and it makes me feel like, oh my goodness, I can't wait. So I'm really excited for that. And also too, we like NSSA has done many things, especially when we do like the new or water fountains. That was something that was really excited for me as well, because I feel like that was a new environment and sustainable initiative that we've done on campus that I want to do more of as well. Like, I feel like when more students are here, they're gonna see, oh, what else can we add? What more sustainability ideas can we add on campus? And that's what makes me really excited, just to see other people's ideas and give us more impact and more input of what we need to do and more initiatives. Because I feel like we do so much, and I feel like especially with students, I feel like we do so much for students already, and I feel like we can bring always more. I feel like we're so bold.
You know what? I love that we're so bold. So tell me, one of the things I've been excited about is seeing some of the plans that NSSA has been doing for the spring semester. I've heard you all have some street events planned. You all are working with our Dean of Students, Dr. Stephanie, around creating some of the green spaces on campus. Just give me 1 minute on some of the things you all are planning for the spring semester.
Spring semester, we have something really exciting that I can't really talk about right now, but I know it's going to be really exciting. I know everyone's going to be part of it, and even our community is going to be involved. Yes. So that's something that I'm really passionate and excited for. I feel like everyone here is going to be our first time doing it, so I feel like we need everyone's hands on deck. Everyone's going to be involved, so I feel like that's something I'm really excited for. But we always have craft series. We always have different ideas, so I feel like any ideas that anyone else wants to see too. I feel like we're also passionate about like our funding initiatives. We have funding that students don't even know about that they can receive, especially like nursing students. I know nursing students sometimes don't have uniforms that sometimes they don't have money for, or sometimes books that students don't even have, or even our art students may need like more supplies than they may have money for. So anything that students need, we're here for NSSA. So I feel like that's something that I've always wanted to get the word out and say that we have that funding if you ever need it, and if you ever need something, let us know, and if we don't find it here, we will find a resource for it. So that's something I'm really passionate about. We are a student's voice.
I love that they are the student's voice, and if you do not feel her energy, I can tell you just vibrating off of her right now. And she talked about the vibrancy of a college campus, but she also talked about the idea of that this college was really designed to have those experiences for students. And I want to thank Tessa and the NSA for the work that they're doing to work with our Back in Bold campaign for both our students, but also for our employees. I'm so excited about coming back on campus and seeing so many of you. So January 3rd, to be clear, we are open. We will be having everyone who is scheduled to work back on campus that day. I'm going to be here, hopefully walking around, maybe passing around some goodies, but just being a part of the college community. I want to hopefully have and feel your excitement when we're doing that as well. Just a couple of the things that I have done in this past week. I had luncheon sessions, what I call listen and learn sessions with students in the evening. I actually went to our College of Education and talked with them. I have to tell you, they give me life and joy every time I have the opportunity to interact with our students, because they, like Tessa, remind me of why we're here. If you ever have a moment where we're talking about one policy too many, or we're trying to figure out way making or whatever, the idea is to talk to students, and they are grounding. I also met with several of our NG Board of Regents members, preparing for our upcoming quarterly meeting and talking about some special initiatives of Nevada State, which you'll be hearing about in the very near future. And I also was very honored to offer the keynote to the annual NG Fall Student Leadership Summit. What a powerful, powerful opportunity for students to interact, to grow thoughtfully and deliberately around key leadership issues, but also talk about the experiences of some folks whose experiences are oftentimes not lifted up. So I want to thank NG and all of our sister institutions for the work they did in that space. It was such a high caliber virtual event, and look forward to many more of those, but also look forward to doing them in person. Externally, I had the opportunity to meet with Congressman Horsford to talk about education and really advance Nevada State as the space that is the expert around educational delivery in this region. I also spent time with my colleague, President Whitfield, Provost Heavey at UNLV, had a wonderful campus tour. Excellent opportunity to understand more about their value proposition and opportunities to further synergy, but also opportunities that really help us understand how we differentiate ourselves in the market space. I spent time also with our colleagues at CSN, really spent time with Dr. Z, and then also the Vice President and Provost of their North Las Vegas campus, Carissa Coda. Also spent time with Frank Woodbeck. Really just intentional conversations about how we begin to grow our relationships and deepen them and do things that are really impactful for our region. And then I had the opportunity this weekend to attend the Urban Chambers Green Tie Awards and anniversary celebration, recognizing 40 years of lifting up businesses in this area. Just a profound opportunity to meet people in our spaces, but also be very deliberate about advancing, again, the Nevada State proposition. We're continuing to advance our work as we prepare to come back. Employees must get their vaccinations in no later than November 30th. I'm hopeful that most of you have done so. I saw numbers that were well over 90% and look forward to that. And I want to thank each of you, our faculty and our staff and our students, who continue to be very deliberate and robust in their outreach to other students and to our students themselves about the experiences here and how we can help them transition back into the college community, and about the immunization process that's required of that. Just an observation, and I'll end with this gratitude, kind of putting those things together. I really want to congratulate our whole admissions team. Charles, Andrea, the events team, facilities, and our faculty and staff. When you put on an event like that, that is an enterprise-wide event. Everyone is engaged, whether it be checking people in, registering for different events, helping them have tours, setting up the different spaces so that people can come in and learn more about our outstanding institution. So I want to thank you because it takes a village to begin to raise a child, they say. I would offer to you that it takes an entire college community to pull off those types of events, because we know what our uniqueness is as a college. We believe deeply in students like Tessa. We believe in the value proposition that we have, and we know for a fact that we might be small, but we are mighty, and we are changing this region as it relates to higher education and being very intentional about workforce and economic development. Social mobility for the new majority is what we do, and we do it well. And I look forward to spending time with you in the near future. To those of you I won't see, have a glorious, glorious Thanksgiving holiday, and I look forward to seeing you in December as we get ready to bring this semester to an end. Take care and be well.